Welcome to the Devolution, a show to empower, enlighten, and entertain divas and those that love us.
Welcome to the Devolution Show. I hope that you have had a good day and got to spend some of it outside.
Because it's been beautiful.
And I really wanted to be outside and it just didn't work out, but that's the way it goes. So, hopefully Larry is on his way. He had a rehearsal today, and I think it was a surprise rehearsal. So I don't know where he was coming from, but and if he's not if he doesn't show up, that's okay too, because we'll just get him rescheduled. So it's no big deal. So I don't have anything planned for tonight because it was all about Larry, but that's okay. So I'm going to talk about things that we usually talk about at the end of the show, at the beginning of the show.
That sounds good.
Okay, good. So we have some really good classes coming up. We have been really having a great time in our classes and have been meeting some wonderful, wonderful people and laughing, and it's really been fun. So we're going to keep doing them all summer long, maybe not as many, but we're going to continue doing them. So if you get used to coming to them, then you'll just check the schedule every month and plan on being here. At 10 o'clock for the next 3 weeks is a class called Exploring Meditation. And the purpose of this class is to let you know about all the different kinds there are. Did you know that there's a whole bunch of different kinds?
I did.
Yes. And so meditation has been proven to increase your brain power, to increase longevity, to lower your heart rate, to make you not get mad or upset, so equalize your emotions. So, I mean, there's just so many benefits to meditation.
It equalizes the brain hemispheres.
Right.
And it does a wonderful job of taking care of anxiety in a lot of people.
As well as depression.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So it's just wonderful. It's good for everybody. Do you meditate?
I used to meditate morning and evening, but I don't do it nearly as much as I used to. I only do it when I feel like I need to. Yeah, but I used to do it quite regularly. I was a TMer.
And that is one way. That was the way I learned. But that used to be, I thought for a long time that was the only way to meditate, was to clear your mind of anything, because that's how we were taught.
Yes.
And now there's all these different types of meditation that probably were around, but I was not aware of them. So I started exploring all these different meditations, and that's why I turned it into a class, because there is something for everyone. There is some type of meditation and meditative practice that you can get into with little or no effort. All you have to do is set aside 15 to 20 minutes a day. That's all.
Well, the thing is that when we were meditating, we were out in Iowa, and doing the thing with the TM. And then we came back and we found a church that actually did the, relax the head, and that is a type of meditation.
Right.
And so we kind of fell in with more meditators. And so, yeah, I did know there was quite a few number of ways.
And there's yogic meditation. I did yogic meditation for years and years, but... I got away from it until maybe within the last year. I've been kind of looking for something that I liked, something that that resonated with me, and I found several. Anyway, that's what that class is about. It kind of gives you a little bit of the history of meditation. Makes you aware of the different kinds, and then we explore 2 different ones in every class. So that's 6 different ones, and out of those 6, you should be able to find one that you like. And my hope is that once we have people that are meditating that will come together once a month and meditate together. Because when you get that much power and strength in a room of meditators,
Everything resonates.
it really does, and it makes a big difference. It's like throwing a stone in a river and watching that ripple go. It really does make a big difference. And if everybody would meditate, in fact, I think I'm going to do this sometime in the fall, is make a day and a time that if you meditate, to meditate at that particular time and just see what happens.
You know, they do that out in Iowa. They have a great big dome that everybody meditates in.
Well, I'm sure they do it a lot of places. They were doing it in Flint down by the water. They were doing a meditation for the water. And all over the world, people are meditating. Yeah. It's good. It's made a really huge difference in my life.
Well, I'm sure that we can get on the time schedule.
Yes. Yeah. It'll be fun. So that's at 10 o'clock, 3 classes. They're $10 each, or all 3 for $25. This Saturday at 11:30 is, we're all about Young Living essential oils here. And we're having a class called Learn About Lavender, and we're going to make room refreshers. So it'll be the history of lavender. We'll talk about Young Living, and then we're going to give you a spray bottle to take home, of lavender, and you can squirt your sheets with it at night, and it'll help you sleep better. Deb Zazura. This Saturday at 11:30, there's a class called Learn About Lavender. And we're going to make room refreshers that you can spritz your sheets with before you go to bed to relax you. So that'll be a really fun class. And then at 2:30, we have Spiritual Evolution. Here comes Larry. Yay, he made it! The star of the show is in the house. I guess I should have told you DIVALUTION because there's a great big sign out there. Good. So Larry is here. So anyway, I'm going to finish telling you. And then, so anyway, then on May 26th, we also have learning about essential oils and at 11:30. And at 12:30, bullet journals. And boy, that is fun. Have you done that? That is so much fun. I have all the stuff that you need here. Stencils, you get a free journal, washi tape, you can use any of the colored pens that we have. And I show you all the different things that you can do with bullet journals. Larry is here now, so Sandy, if you could get Larry hooked up here, that would be fabulous. Hi. Good. I have to shake his hand. Excuse me.
All right.
I'm so happy to see you. Thank you.
I'm happy to meet you as well.
Thank you. I'm going to have you go over there by a microphone, and you can sit wherever you want.
This mic right here?
That's fine. Yep.
All right.
Do you want to sit on that, or you want to come?
No, this is right. This is better right here.
So I would like to present to you Larry MCCRAY. Thank you so much for coming down.
It is my honor and a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. All mine. I've been trying to get you for 2 years, I bet.
Well, we just hadn't made that connection.
I know.
don't know what happened.
Me either, but you're here now, and that's all that matters. So you've never heard of us, have you?
No, but, I frequent this area quite a lot because I go to, what's the place right here on the corner of the diner?
Oh, Zeph's?
Zeph's.
Yeah.
It used to be the steak diner.
Right.
I like Zeph's diner down there, so I go down there for lunch sometime.
What's your favorite thing there?
The Greek salad.
Oh, that is so good, isn't it? They do a nice Greek salad, yes. Mm-hmm. They do a lot of nice Greek things.
They do.
Yeah, because he's Greek, I guess. Yeah.
Does he need to talk?
He's good. I turned his mic up. So tell us about you.
Well,
besides, you're a really cool guy.
I thank you.
And you're really a good musician, and you sing the blues like you remind me of B.B. King.
You know what? I feel so close to that music. I mean, because that's what I grew up in. That I was raised during that time. You know, I was a infant in the '60s in Arkansas.
In Arkansas.
In Arkansas, I left Arkansas in '72 and moved to Saginaw. And so, you know, being with those type of roots, you know, and then my people were all from Camden, El Dorado, Texarkana, you know, all down in southern, southwestern,
That's
northern,
where all those
northern
guys
Louisiana.
are from, right?
You know, so
how fun.
It was close to Texas as well. You know, a lot of people left there and went to Dallas. But, you know, the roots were that music, that WDIA sound, you know. And I grew up with that, and I feel so close that my generation is the last generation of that music. I feel like a dinosaur.
Oh, God, I hope not.
Well, I hope not as well. But, you know, the face of the music in blues music has changed just as much as rock and roll or anything else.
That's
You know,
true.
it all goes through phases and different changes, and the blues has modernized. And because of the disconnection to the roots, because when real music was phased out and they started putting whatever you want to call today's music.
Faux music.
You know, the kids, you have to give some of the kids credit today because they really are trying, but they are so out of the loop in terms of what is, what isn't, and being connected to the roots, to something. You know, when we learned to play, we had a format to follow. And we had mentors, and we had people who had really talent, you know, like people like B.B. King, Aretha Franklin, James Brown, Gladys Knight.
Yes.
You know, that's the music that was on the radio.
That's the music I listen
every
to.
day.
Right.
And if you couldn't sing or play, you didn't get to be on radio.
Right.
Now, anybody who blows bubbles and does whatever it is that they do, you know, well, that's a star right there for you.
Right.
And it really has saturated the quality level of music and entertainment, and that's sad
I
to
didn't
say.
think of that.
Well,
But now that you're mentioning it, you're right.
they took when the music industry and it has come back and bit them in the ass. I hope I can say that on this radio
We're
station.
internet radio. You
Okay.
can say ass.
Okay, so we'll say ass. It bit them right in the ass because, you know, when they took the quality level out of it, of course, any and everybody, it was free game for everybody. But, you know, when you still had to have recording budgets and stuff like that, you know, the industry still had a voice and was boss and could dictate who was and who wasn't.
Yeah.
But when technology caught up with the industry, it silenced them and put them where they no longer had control. So now, you know, nowadays, it's hard for artists to get a recording budget. I mean, everybody got Pro Tools, everybody got digital equipment and can replicate and duplicate and emulate all these different sounds. They don't need the studios anymore.
Right.
And so, therefore, anybody can...
Wow, see, that's coming from a musician's viewpoint.
Yeah.
Sheds a whole new light on it.
Yeah. And so that's what have made it so hard for the true artists, the true term starving artists, is more truer now, more so than ever, because there's no balance. There's no way to gate or to allocate or to subjugate, you know, nothing within the industry itself. You know, it's free for all, and anybody can be a star.
Right.
Anybody.
Well, you are a star.
Well, I don't, you know.
You are a star. I don't know about the whole world, but if they knew who you were, you would be.
Well, I'm appreciative of that because it's on the big scale of things, I'm not a star. You know what I'm saying? I don't walk down the street and people recognize me, and I never aspired for that. But I feel like that I'm rich in many different ways because of the camaraderie of the music and because of the ones who still does have standards and who still know that it does make a difference. And that's just like life and anything else. If we all said, well, it don't make a difference and we can do and be and say anything we want to be, the world would be worse off than what it is now. And it's in quite a shape.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I don't even want to think about it.
But, you know, think about how we got to where we are now.
Right.
Because the standards have changed. You know, people, just moral standards have changed so much. You know, what used to be shameful now is like,